Hello, welcome to Tech Talks. In this session, we will learn about effect of wind and ice loading on transmission line. As you know, all the calculations of sag are true when the air is standstill and temperature is normal. But actually, the conductors are suspended to wind pressures and they are loaded with ice coating in cold areas, of course. So the force due to wind is assumed to act horizontally and the force due to ice loading is vertically downwards. Now we will see that how these two affects the sag. So watch this video till the end and don't forget to comment about how you like this video. So the effect of wind and ice on the sag. So in this figure you can see that this part, the shaded part that I have done, this part represents the conductor and the non-shaded part is ice coating. It means ice coating, right? The diameter of this conductor is d, small d, and the thickness of the ice coating is small t. Okay. Now, due to formation of ice on the conductor, what will happen? The weight of this conductor will increase. So this will affect where? This will effectively increase the total weight of this conductor. So there will be a force that will be acting downward. You can see in this figure that a downward force acting, where this W is the weight of the original conductor and Wi, suffix I, this is the weight of the ice. So this total weight is acting downward. Now the wind, we are considering it that this will be acting perpendicular to the surface. Perpendicular to the surface, or you can tell it parallel to the ground. So this is the direction of wind, W. Okay, weight due to wind. So this is the resultant Wt. We are representing it as Wt. So force due to ice will act vertically and force due to wind will act horizontally. Now all these W's that are written over here, all these W's are weight per unit length. This you have to remember, that all these W's are per unit length, because we don't know the length of the conductor. It can be of 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 10 kilometer or whatever. So for calculation we are considering that this weight is per length, per unit length. This Wt, as you could very well understand, can be represented by this one. It is very easy. Now, what is the volume of the ice? The volume of the ice is this area of this bigger circle minus area of this smaller circle into the length of the conductor. Right? So length, what we have considered? We have considered unit length. Right? So the volume of the ice is what? Pi by 4 d plus 2t square. This is the area of the bigger circle minus d square. It is the area of the smaller circle into 1. 1 by 1 because unit length is considered. Okay. So this one becomes what? Pi t by d plus t. Pi t into d plus t. Now the projected area for wind. Now suppose this is the conductor, this pen, consider this pen as a conductor. So wind will be acting in this direction. That means in the direction of this red pen. The direction of this red pen. So what surface wind will see? Wind will only see a laminar of this black pen. Only a laminar portion of this black pen. Now what will be the area of that lamina? The area of this lamina would be d plus 2t into 1. T plus 2T into 1. Why? Because the lamina would be what? Lamina would be this part. From here, if you cut this conductor, the wind will only can see this part. So this is what? 2T plus this D into 1. 1 means in which side? In this side. So we are only considering what? We are only considering unit length. So into 1. So this is the projected area of wind, from where the wind could hit the conductor and it can move the conductor in the horizontal direction. So this tan theta is this one. So in this case, the slant sag is can be calculated as Wt small l square by 2t. Okay, this slant, when I am calling it a slant, that means it is not horizontal, not vertical. So it is a slant, that is having some angle. So what is the angle? This is the in the direction making an angle theta. In the direction of the wind, actually making an angle theta. Okay, and the vertical sag will be S cos theta. The vertical sag will be S cos theta. So these formulas are very important for solving numericals in your examination. So this is the effect of wind and ice loading on the conductor. Okay, thank you for now, and we will meet again in the next session. Thank you for watching the video. Press the like button if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Comment below about how you like the video. Please share with your friends. Thank you.